It's time to sit back, relax, and have a good time with Knee High to the Tree High. Your host, the Naked Truth, Marcus McNeil, and the Real Spill, Jonathan Pump, coming with their unique perspective on sports and life from elementary school together all the way to the NFL. You can't piss on them and tell them it's raining. Knee High to the Tree High starts now.
Let's go.
We gonna start it off one time, man. We gonna go down to the Plains, man, with the War Damn Minute, man. Gonna give you everything you need to know about Auburn and a quick little wrap up on what happened last week and what we going to next week, man. What's up, Pete, man? We got the Auburn Tigers, man, who just took their first L in the SEC.
Yeah.
Why you looking like that? It was the first L in the SEC, bro.
Good. I mean, last week we were talking about, they 3-1 and
Yeah.
undefeated.
Yeah. In the
You
SEC.
was talking that good talk. But I already told you. L, okay? The only reason why it wasn't a worse L was because our mistake, we actually thought they was playing on the road. But the only reason why it wasn't the worst L because they was at home. And the crowd helped them out some. But, I mean, come on, man. At this point, it's sad that we actually... I'm not even in the point where I'm upset anymore. That's why I know it's sad. I used to be upset or frustrated. But at this point, I'm just like... It is what it is.
You looking
man.
for the light at the end of the tunnel at this point, huh?
I'm just trying to figure out what's the exit strategy. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Before we get to the exit strategy, though, let's talk about the game,
we
bro.
gonna-
Let's talk about the game.
We're gonna talk about it, man. Listen, for those who don't know, man, Auburn, we took an L this weekend. It felt like 2 L's in a row, but
It was only one.
after last week with what was that team? They were just Missouri.
Mizzou.
We definitely took an L this week. So we played LSU, lost 21-17, and second straight week of us. Actually, it's probably been that way for a few weeks now. We haven't done much of anything in the second half. We come out on fire in the first half. Second half, we just let the chips fall where they may. At this point, I mean, it's just, I saw signs of, them trying to hand tank the ball a little bit more. The other guy, I think it's Jaquez Hunter.
Yeah. The other running back.
Yeah, other running back. I mean, they handed them the ball. The offensive line looked a little bit more solid up front. Now, everything I'm telling you is based on the first half, though. Ashford making key plays.
So you gonna put it
down the field.
You gonna put a disclaimer on the first half, huh?
I'm definitely gonna put a disclaimer because it's all first half. Second half, nothing happened, man. We punt, miss field goal. That's just, it's unacceptable at this time. I mean, you go up 14-0 to LSU and you at home. You got to come away with that victory. Yet and still, you get a sack, fumble, touchdown, and that changes the whole dynamics of the game. As soon as they get that, Auburn acts as if they don't know how to play football anymore.
It's kind of crazy that it was that early in the game and that sack, fumble, touchdown seemed to have that much of an impact on the game. Like, it was like,
at that
it's
point,
plenty more football.
Way more football. And then my thing is, you still got a decent lead.
They have a one-game mentality, 1-0 mentality. They need to implement that per play. Like, instead of
one play on to the next play.
Instead of it being like, let's end up 1-0, let's end up 1-0 on this play. I need y'all to go out there, line up. Don't worry about the whole game. It's gonna be 100-something plays regardless in this whole game, defense and offense.
Yeah.
I need you to line up and win this play right now.
Yeah.
And if you get them to that, I feel like we have enough players that can find a way to make a play throughout the whole game that gives us a chance to win.
I mean, you're right. I mean, looking at the team and looking at what it was the first half, I mean, you can easily say that, man. But then the second half comes, and we back to looking like the JV team.
Bro, they say LSU only had 10 yards passing in the second half.
I'm trying to tell you, man, it was bad. It wasn't like they was doing anything spectacular. The quarterback, I can't think of his name, he started running the ball more, and then he ended up getting hurt. I'm just looking at the game, I'm like, they're not even doing anything spectacular. What are we doing? So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's shown time after time again that second half adjustments are not being made. Either it's stubbornness or complacency, but something's not happening in that coach's box. I know a few years ago we had the opposite effect. What's the guy's name? I can't think of his name, but
You talking about our tight end?
it might have been Ted Rue. It might have been Ted Rue when the time they won the national championship.
Okay.
They a lot of times they used to come out first half and just, if it wasn't for Cam, sometimes they wouldn't even have a lead. Defense wasn't stopping anybody. But second half, they would end up making adjustments and they would go ahead and finish them off. But now it's the opposite effect. It's like we come out first half, you know how you script your first 10 plays? I think their script is actually pretty good because they normally go down and score.
First 10.
It's just that after that, it's just after that script, it seems like they don't know how to make the in-game adjustments. Like, we in the game, we obviously see them trying to do this. Let me adjust and do this. It's like they're not doing that. Or if their main objective is to maybe run this play or counter this play and run it this way, if the team stops it, they just like, well, this is my game plan, so I'm just gonna continue to do it. And that's like, that's elementary coaching. You know what I'm saying? It's very much elementary coaching. I hate to get on the opposite teams, the other team in the States, doing our Auburn war down minute, but I just have to, man. I actually saw literally Bama struggling, and they get down to maybe like the 3-yard line, and they run a pass play, and it get tipped, and it almost gets intercepted, right? Nick Saban goes berserk on the sideline in the headphones, and I'm sorry, in the headset. So he's yelling at him, and you can read his lips. He's telling him basically, he's saying, run the ball. And I think that's, if Harsin is not making those kind of dramatic changes or decisions, I mean, it might be him the one to make the play call. I don't know. But at some point, you got to step in as the coach and say, look, man, this is what we got to do. I know you got your little script up there and you run off your little play sheet. Like, no, we just doing this. And it's simple like that. You know what I mean? And until we get that mentality, until we start doing that, we're gonna continue to catch L's. Like I told you, I don't even know where to go from here.
Hey, bro, you say you don't know where to go, but we gonna be all right, bro. We gonna be all right. So my takeaway from that is, one, Harsin ain't Nick Saban. Let's get,
he don't have to be Nick Saban. He just needs to be able to
get that off the table.
He's still the head coach, though, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Coach, but bro, he ain't Nick Saban, right?
Yeah.
Nick Saban is the beginning and end at Alabama.
He the alpha and omega.
He is all that at Alabama. All right. Harsin is splitting time play calling with the OC at Auburn. Bro, those are two totally different dynamics. They go back to just how they were like trying to throw some wrinkles in it. I see them trying, bro, but they trying.
First half.
They the wrinkle they threw in the second half got an interception.
It just lets me know that they don't know what they're doing, man. I mean, I hate to be the
bearer of
I
bad
know
news
if you get
is
to
what
this,
they call them.
yeah, I know if you get to this level, a lot of times, I'm not gonna say you don't know what you're doing as far as coaching. I think they're in over their head. Like they just don't. They're not ready for this type of speed, this type of competition, this type of mindset. I mean, it's a lot of things that people don't know about that goes on behind the scenes of SEC football. Like if you're not from the South, you really don't divulge in that football the way Southerners do. So between the fans, between the school, the traditions, the meetings, the media, like everything, you getting pulled 100 different ways. So I feel like that part is just they're in over their head. And so when it comes time for game day, I think the stage is just too big for them, man.
But why the
think it
stage
is,
don't
man.
seem too big at the beginning though? They come out with the opening act.
I'm saying because, well, as it stands now, they've had 4 home games. So they're riding that wave. But once that momentum kind of settles down and the other team kind of shows that, hey, look, we're not going away easily, I think that's when they realize that, hey, this is actually football. Like most teams, you know, you might get a 14, 17 point lead, they're going to kind of start folding. A lot of teams in the SEC not going to do that. And I think that's where the stage becomes too big for them. You got to be able to be in that fight, be nervous, and still be able to make the right plays and call.
All the way through the fourth quarter.
All the way through. I'm talking about it can be neck and neck. Y'all battling back and forth. You still got to be able to make that call.
Yeah, I mean it's a game of interest.
So I think that's just what they're. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's just tough, man. Because you see the team is like, man, those guys, a lot of those guys hung in there. Even when Harsin came, a lot of some of those guys just stayed, based on sheer fact either they love Auburn or whatever. You know what I mean? They ain't feel like starting over or whatever. But now, and they got to sit here and play the rest of the season. And I'm trying to find the next W, man. That's that. And we talked about that. I see one. They got to win 3 more games to become bowl eligible.
All right, we got both them.
I only see one.
We got both the Mississippi teams. Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
That are not what they used to be.
I'm not saying they is. We got Arkansas still. Right.
Definitely ain't what they used to be.
They still solid. They solid.
We got Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Then what was
Georgia.
what was the gimme that we got?
It's Western Kentucky. So we got Western Kentucky. That should be a gimme. But with this, the way this season has been going, I can't even say that's a gimme. They struggle with San Jose State. Last year they struggled with Georgia State.
Mercer.
Yeah.
We didn't handily beat Mercer. I mean, we put
No.
our points.
So I'm like, yes, it should be a guaranteed W, but we got to get 3 more.
All right, so I got.
Even if we give them
So I
that.
got 2 questions for JP. Right.
What's the
I
question
got
you
2
got?
questions for you.
Talk to me.
Do you like Ashford bringing in a spark? That's the first question. Do you like it?
I mean, to be honest, with the O-line we have, he definitely needs to be the guy.
Instead of TJ Finley, right?
I haven't seen enough from TJ Finley for me to say he'll be good in this offense because he's a Statue of Liberty. Like, we used to run that play as a trick play. He run that play every play. He drops back and he just stands there. I mean, it's no fault of his own. It's just that's who he is.
That's
And
him
so,
as a player.
and if you got the line that's not really blocking, that long, you need the razzle dazzle. I mean, we did some razzle dazzle plays to where we gain yards in the first half. You know what I mean? And I don't see those plays working with TJ.
You don't get that luxury to stand back in that pocket for 5 seconds with the offensive line we got.
Absolutely not. You better be able to shake and bake. That's all I can say.
You better be able to shuck and jive.
Shuck and jive. I don't think with Ashford, he's young. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's our best chance to continue to make plays. Most teams, at least in college, most teams have issues with trying to stop a running quarterback. And if you mix in the right plays, especially with our running backs, I think we'll be able to move the ball, like, even against quality competition like Bama. I mean, even like top defense, we'll be able to move the ball. It's just that with Finley, if we just stand up and drop back, 5-step drop, stand there, it's gonna get ugly quick.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's if you don't put the pressure on the defense, for them to have to leave somebody in the box to account for you,
yeah,
you just making it too easy on the defense. And with Ashford, you gotta leave somebody there to spy him or at least keep an eye on him. Regardless if they spy him or not, at least keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
And that opens up places for us in the secondary. Hence the big pass in the beginning of the game. People are playing up. We got openings downfield. So you're right. I like Ashford for that over TJ Finley. But that brings me to my second point, or the second thing I want to know from you, P.
What you got?
How much do you take into account us barely beating Missouri and then Georgia barely beat Missouri?
I take 0.
0?
Into that. 0.
Bro, Georgia struggled with Missouri too, though.
Yes, but they was actually on the road.
Bruh.
So Georgia's on the road against an SEC East opponent. They struggled, but it wasn't like they didn't win the game.
They was on upset alert, they was on upset
alert. They was on upset alert, but it wasn't like they didn't come out and take control of the game. So the reason why I'm saying 0 is because, for one, Georgia's the number 1 team in the country.
Number 2 now.
So you're going to get...
They number 2 now.
Then they're number 2 now. But you're going to get everybody's best shot. Now you're on the road playing the SEC East opponent. You're going to get their best shot. And they gave them their best shot, and I don't think Georgia was ready for it. A typical trap game. They're supposed to win it, but, you know, they forget that Missouri's in the SEC, and they have players as well. Our situation, we were the underdog, and we was at home, and they gave us the game. Literally, like, here you go. They literally dropped the ball and said, "Here go the game." So I don't really
have a happy home.
I don't really. You can compare it a little bit, but it's not. In my eyes, it's not nowhere near.
All right, so if I can compare it a little bit, bro, that ain't 0% is all I'm saying.
I said you can.
Bro, but I'm just saying, like, we can't.
Me is 0.
0, like 0%.
It's no correlation between
them playing the same team and struggling.
And Auburn struggling. There's no correlation.
There's no correlation. You're not giving no props to Missouri.
I'm not saying that they're not a solid team. What I'm saying is that we're not a good team.
But we both play Missouri close. You can't put those 2 and 2 together?
No.
It is what it is. Huh?
I know you're trying to look for the silver lining, but no.
Bro, first of all, you gotta have a silver lining. All right, you gotta stay.
You gotta find something.
You gotta have something, bro. You gotta have something to fight for. Is all I'm saying. You can't just like me. I'm the type of player, and Y'all might think I'm trying to be like over optimistic about something, but if I put in my head that I'm gonna lose, I already done lost. So what I
You
ain't
already
gonna
lost.
do is ever put in my head that I'm about to lose.
Well, the good thing is you not out there playing.
But my boy playing OP.
But listen though, all right. So back to that correlation. Do you think that same struggle happens if Georgia is at home?
Absolutely not.
All right. So there's no correlation, zero, zip, nada. Auburn, we're the bad news bears right now.
So you not giving me no chance to go in between the hedges down there in Athens and win this week. Just go and put it out there. We got to have a fighting chance, right?
Listen, man. We have.
I-
It's getting close to flu season again.
I'm not doing this with you.
So we have the flu shot. And
Bro, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it with
I'm just
you,
saying
bro.
that-
We done made it through the pandemic, bro. I'm
I'm
not
saying
doing
we-
this with you.
we have and that COVID shot is definitely still out there too. So you can get your boosters, you can get your flu shot all in one at one time and get immunized for the flu season. That's the only shot or shots, should I say, we have. I mean, it's simple as that. I don't see it.
I mean, I don't see it either, but it's always nice to see an upset. I don't like to see. I don't
like Georgia. I want Auburn to beat them. Like this is not me coming from I really root for Georgia. Like I want Auburn to win. Like that's my team. Reality, they got to go get a flu shot. That's it. That's the only shot they got, man.
Well, there it is, man. There it is for them.
It's tough. I mean, only thing I can say, like I said, I'm trying to search for these next 3 wins to at least make a bowl game this year.
Bro, we still got.
And I honestly don't see
We
it.
got Mississippi State, Ole Miss, we got Arkansas, we got Western Kentucky.
That's possible. That's one possible. You know, in spades, you say
Bro,
you got 3 in the possible.
Bro, we got 2 out of those 4, bro. As long as they don't tuck their tail and go out there and fight, we still got a chance, bro.
But they've been tucking their tail the second half of every game. What I'm saying is, the only way I can see us getting a couple of W's, sneak and get a couple of W's, is that somebody treats us like Georgia just treated Missouri. They come to Auburn, knowing we got a down year, probably got 3 wins, and we sneak up and beat somebody. I think that's the only way we can sneak in.
I like how you
But
say
somebody
we
comes
got-
down there prepared.
I like how you say we got them 3 wins.
Yeah, that's with the Western Kentucky. So
No, we already got
somebody
3
come
wins,
down
bro.
Oh, you right. My bad. You right. We already got 3. You don't feel like it. I forgot last week they gave us 1. That felt like an L. I'm sorry. I thought we were still had 2 wins. My bad. But listen, the 3 wins. Yes, so we got 3 wins. They're looking at us like, man, you know, Auburn really is down this year. We're looking to be out by maybe the 3rd quarter. And we sneak up and beat them. I think that's the only way. But anybody comes down to Auburn or plays Auburn and bring their A game, we taking the L. Hands down.
I don't like it.
Now you talking about mano y mano. We taking our best, playing against their best, plus coaching, L.
I don't like to hear it, bro, but sometimes you don't like to hear the truth.
I know.
You don't like
It's one of those years, man. It's one of those years.
Sometimes it's hard to swallow that pill, bro. And it ain't no
It's
other
one
way
of those
around.
years where you just got to embrace. You got to embrace the L. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it's going to be. Like, listen, I'll be the first one to tell you. Every game, as it comes on, I'm sitting in front of the TV looking. I'm anxious. but I'm embracing. Ain't no more heart attacks. None of that. Like,
It just is what
it's
it
no
is.
more
You watching
getting upset. And
You watching-
I'm just watching football.
you watching Auburn because you's a Tiger. You's an Auburn Tiger.
Yeah.
So you gonna turn
Yeah.
on the game and appreciate it.
I'm going to turn on the game and watch it all the way through.
All the way through.
But I'm not. My expectations are extremely low.
We'll take that, man. Well, y'all already know what JP pick is for the Georgia game this weekend, so we ain't gonna indulge him in that. And
So
I'm not.
So
I'm
I
not.
know we
You
talk.
ain't got.
No, big dog. We gonna go to you. What's your pick?
I think we're gonna take an L this weekend.
Okay, I think we gonna win it. Okay, well, long
No,
as
I
we-
don't think we're gonna win it. I mean, like, I gotta be realistic.
You hope
now.
we win.
Like the thing, yeah, I hope we win. But I'm realistic
Yeah.
as it comes. Like, one thing you know about me, I ain't gonna sit here and just
I don't know. Sometimes you try to find that silver lining too, and I be wondering if you really believe what you saying.
Bruh, no, it's not so much as if I believe in what I'm saying, but if somebody hear what I'm saying, I'm hoping it sparks a little bit of something. Give them a
So you
little,
hoping
give 'em a
that
little-
some way, somehow,
some way, somehow, it'll spark something in them to make
it'll light a
them
fire
want-
to them, huh?
light a fire to them to make them want to go out there and play, bro. And
Hey, we
sometimes,
gonna win this for beat Maul.
bro, sometimes we done seen games where the best team don't win. Right?
Yeah, Missouri.
Oh, you know what? That's it. That's it, y'all. That's it. We that's it for the war damn minute.
The
right
best
there.
team didn't win.
We gonna see y'all after the Georgia game. We'll be back. All right, man. With the war damn minute.
This all right. This wraps up the war damn minute. I mean, Auburn family, we gonna get through it, man. I know it's tough on us, but we gonna get through it.
We gonna make it, y'all. We gonna make it. Just keep on war damning.
All right, y'all. Y'all just finished watching the Knee High to the Tree High podcast. We hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us your thoughts. We out.